Welcome to the Similarity Program. We have a whole bunch of buttons over here. I'm going to show you how they all work. And we have some buttons down here. We're trying to figure out this length, and it's going to be in decameters. So we would figure out that length and write out DAM. If you're on an iPad, you can just click on these buttons instead of having to go to your keyboard. The different buttons over here that you can use. The rotating button, if I grab this triangle and rotate it, it rotates. I could also use the arrow keys on my computer. It's only moving a fraction of a degree with each press of the arrow. If I hold down the shift, it rotates faster. Same thing for that. This is the shift button. If I click the shift button and then click the arrows, it rotates faster. And the same thing for translation. So if we're translating, I can just drag it, but I could use the arrows if I want to place it. If the shift is not pressed, it moves 1 pixel. If the shift is pressed, it moves 10 pixels, so it moves a lot faster. This is the magnifying glass. I can click, like if I click on the A, it puts the A right here and zooms it in. And if I keep clicking on the A, it zooms in closer and closer to the A. If I double click on the magnifying glass, it zooms us back out, puts the origin right here. You can also click and drag with the magnifying glass on, what allows us to zoom in and zoom out. Let me drag that over here and rotate down here, and with the magnifying glass we can zoom in and zoom out. If we double click on the magnifying glass, it zooms us to 100% and puts the origin right there. The zooming out button, same thing. You can click on a point and it will zoom out to that point. If you double click on it, it brings us back to 100%. The other buttons would be on level 4. That has to do with plotting points. If we were plotting a point, if I plot my A point, there's my A, and if I plot the B, notice if you drag the line around, it won't put the A on top of the line, it just moves the A around like that. And if I click the next point, it draws the C. If I want to go and edit the A, I can just go and drag the A to where I want it. You can use the arrow keys at this point. I'm dragging the C. If I use the arrow key, it knows that I was on the C, so it'll move the C. If I hold the shift down, shift, and then we can move the C a lot faster. That's the plotting points. If you erase a point, it erases. If you click on the original triangle, it thinks you want to copy it. So it'll just draw the ABC right up on top of the old ones. And then you can use your translation tool to move it to wherever you want it to be. You can move you could rotate you can use the shift and the arrow keys, or just the arrow keys, and it rotates slower. With the dilatation button, what it allows you to do is you click on a shape, drag it away, it gets bigger. Drag it towards the origin, the point of similarity gets smaller. Okay, so that's what the point of similarity is. It's the point where everything is getting bigger from or getting smaller towards. Notice these green lines pass through the point of similarity and through our A, B, and C. The B prime is on the same line as the B, and the C prime is on the same line as the C, and the A prime is on the same line as the A. On this level, you can actually see what a similarity is. Notice they are the same triangles, just bigger. And this is the same triangle, just smaller. This is the same triangle.